Hello and welcome to the Indigo Minute podcast. I am your host, Maxim Presence, the Ascension Alchemist, and I want to thank you for joining me here today. I'd like to get into the topic of vision because it's an important element of the ascension process. It's the key element in the manifestation process of creating your own reality. And the big aspect of it that I'm going to touch on right now is the symbol of the eye. The eye is actually an image that represents the I am presence. The I am presence is this idea that you are all that is. You are existence itself, and you are looking at existence, which is who you are, from infinite perspectives, from seemingly separate perspectives of yourself. And this I am defines itself as whatever it wants and then perceives itself from that newly defined perspective. And the symbol, the physical image that represents this I am that I am, is the symbol of the eye. In the third eye is a good representation to see the symbol. You have your two eyes that looks at your outer reality, and then you have your one eye that sees any reality you want within your imagination. So this third eye is sort of your gateway to that infinite eye of creation, because while your two eyes are seeing the actual manifest reality, what's already created, what you're experiencing right now, your third eye gets to scan infinite realities within and choose the reality you wish to step into, which already exists right now on an invisible level, on another frequency domain. So today I want to talk about how to use this third eye, how to use the I am that I am, to change the frequency and experience a different manifest reality. This I is connected intimately with the infinite power that you are, this I. Whatever you put your attention on with your eye, you are sort of drinking and feeding energy into. You're merging with what you put your focus on. So attention is hand in hand with this eye. What you're looking at with your eye, you are that thing. So if you're focusing your attention on an image that is empowering, then you're going to be overlaying that image onto your present moment. Your eye is the most valuable resource you have. Your eye is always active. You're always seeing an image, some kind of image. Now, if you can command your presence and decide that you're going to focus on an image that you want to bring into your experience, into your manifest experience, and you hold your attention on that, you will overlay that inner image onto your outer reality. And the more times you do this, if you hold the inner image long enough, your outer image will shape itself to match your inner image. It'll reflect your inner image. Because the outer reality is actually a mirror to your inner image. Now, the I is what holds the image. Your eye is what holds the image of this now moment. So if you want to step back into your perspective of reality, you'll notice that you are holding reality. You're holding this experience within your perception, within your eye. Your presence acts like this container that holds the image of the experience that you're having now. And when you tap into your inner eye, your third eye, and you start to take your attention off of the forms you're seeing in your manifest experience and scan your inner world and the infinite images within your inner world, and really choose an image that you'd like to experience, and you hold your attention on that image, and you feed your emotions into that image, your excitement into that image, then that image will manifest in your physical experience in a tangible way. And this is where we get into this mind over matter experimentation of doing it more instantaneously and seeing how far we can push these limits, because we're doing this all the time already, where we hold an image of ourselves, of what we believe our greater version of ourselves is, or what we believe we want to create for ourselves. It can be something practical like a job or a relationship, and or maybe a more physically fit body. Holding that inner image of ourselves, of what we can be, and then taking action steps on what we believe we need to do as a process to get there. We then find our image shaping to meet that inner image, and now we're living the inner image we once had in a physical, tangible way. Now, we're already doing that, but from a ascended perspective, you can begin to experiment with your perspective, with your image, and direct your eye to see something that you wish to embody, but at the same time recognize that the process you think you need in order to embody it is not necessary. In fact, there's literally no need for a process, because the image you imagine already exists. Now, because we are used to process, and it's a belief system that we need to have a process to create something, we will create some kind of process. But the process we create does not need to be longer than it needs to be. So if you want to create something, you must work on your power of becoming still and your ability to concentrate your attention on a specific thing while you're still. And being able to direct emotional energy into that inner image, that means passion, excitement, a burning desire, and excitement and want and need for this thing to manifest out of excitement, not lack, out of excitement, of preference, of this is what I am really excited about experiencing, feeding that energy into this inner image in a stillness, in a silence, with sustained concentration, will produce a result. And this sort of experimentation within yourself will open up the doors into creating miracles, legitimate miracles that you would consider miracles at this point. We are using this power to create things all the time. And now I challenge you to experiment with me in your own way to create things with this inner vision that are exciting to you. Begin your experimentation by investigating within yourself one thing, one very specific thing that you are genuinely excited about manifesting as a tangible experience for yourself to enjoy. Once you have a clear image, a clear definition of what you decide you wish to create, begin by choosing something small, something that your belief system will agree with. Start with something that you believe is possible to manifest. And intentionally, in your stillness, in your silence, visualize that image that you've decided to manifest within yourself and concentrate on it as an existing now moment and experience it yourself as if it's happening right now, and feed that excitement energy into this image. And do not take your attention off of this image for as long as you can. Really focus on this one specific thing for as long as you can. Up to 15 minutes, no more than 15 minutes. At least a minute long. You'll be surprised how much we've been programmed to have our attention jump from one image to another, and it's our joy right now to experiment together and seeing how long we can keep our focus and concentration on one single thing we wish to manifest. And make sure it's a small thing, and make sure it's something that is exciting to you. And as you feed it this energy of seeing it as if it's happening right now with your inner eye, make sure you continue to hold this image every now and then until it manifests. Don't worry about how it's going to manifest. Just know that it's already manifest, and experience the manifestation of it with your inner vision. And hold your concentration on the manifestation of it with your inner image. Don't worry about the process. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Matter of fact, know that it's already happened right now. And do this meditation playfully for a few minutes, up to 15 minutes, and do it throughout your day, maybe whenever you're inspired, at least once or twice a day, whatever is inspiring to you, until it manifests. But know that when you do this exercise, expect a result from your inner experiment. Your goal here is to consciously create something small to manifest in your tangible reality. Now, by doing this and actually manifesting this experience, you'll grow in your confidence to manifest miracles, things that you think are currently impossible for you to do right now. You're sort of practicing your mind over matter muscle by scientifically and precisely, through your presence, managing that inner eye and what you're feeding your eye. Because what you're focusing on with your eye, you are one with it in the moment that you're focusing on it, the moment that you're perceiving it. It is a reality in that moment. It is happening right then and there. So do these experiments and see what you get. See what manifests, because you will always get a result. You as the alchemist are taking care of what you're putting your focus on, because what you're putting your focus on is like those pieces of the formula you're putting in the pot of your presence. And what you're energetically putting your focus on are sort of like the elements you're mixing together in the alchemical crucible of your identity, the presence that you are. And you will get a reflection, you will get something from your experimentation. And take note of it by paying attention to what manifests throughout your day. So if you're manifesting something specific, take note of what reflections you get back based on what it is you choose to focus on internally. See what comes up, what symbols reflect back to you, and write them down. And in this way, you will develop your confidence in creating your reality in a conscious way. And as your confidence grows in creating your reality in a conscious way, by writing down your victories and writing down your experiments of, hey, I did this, I focused in this way, and I produced these results. By seeing how you are the ultimate power, the creative principle, you are the creative energy in your life, by seeing those results, you will grow in your ability to transform one possibility into another much more easily and instantaneously, because your confidence in your presence will grow, and your presence is limitless, infinite in its capacity. So as you start to understand the raw power that you are and how you define your limitations with that power, and you can undefine those limitations, and how you really are the commanding power, victory by victory, you will unlock your miracle presence and allow yourself to create literally whatever it is that you wish to bless your life and the world with. And it all comes back to this I, the infinite I, what you choose to see and what you choose to feed your energy in seeing. The image you choose to hold in your attention and feed your limitless energy into is what will manifest for you. And the more you experiment with this in a scientific way, starting small, starting with small things, your confidence will grow and you will create big things. Now, you've already been doing this unconsciously in creating relationships, in creating every little thing in your life right now. Jobs, whatever it is you've been focusing on, you've been doing it unconsciously and creating it. Sometimes more consciously than other times. My proposition to you here is do it consciously, become a conscious creator as often as you can, and realize who you are through the process of creating yourself. So that's the message for today. Your I creates what you see. What you see is what you create. What you choose to create is what you choose to see. Thanks for joining me on this episode of the Indigo Minute Podcast. Again, I'm your host, Max in Presence, the Ascension Alchemist. All of this podcast and everything I'm doing on indigominute.com is all about ascension, raising your frequency, embodying your greatest self, and doing it in a practical way, scientific way, by recognizing that you are the most powerful energy in the universe. You are life itself. And in doing so, putting yourself back together by your will and directing your infinite creative power to create harmony in the reflection of yourself that you are. Basically ascending into a reality that already exists that you are, into a more holistic version of yourself by unifying yourself, all the fragments of who you are, back into one, back into wholeness. So go check out indigominute.com. I send a free text message every day at 3:33 p.m. That you can sign up for. It's for all the masters out there to unite under. by the power of unified intention. Many blessings, peace, and love. May the force be with you. I love you.